Hey everybody, I'm Father Gabriel, and the next question that I'm taking up in our Lenten series today is, if you had a complete day to yourself with zero distractions, what would you do? I assume this question is also getting at, you don't have some big project or something that you're trying to work on and you've just been looking for a couple of minutes here and there to try to tweak out or something, so you're going to be channeling all of your energy into that, but just a completely free day where you can just have some fun or just do whatever. And if that's the case, well then, I think I would do a bunch of the stuff that I normally do anyway, and this is what I mean by this. I like to start my day by taking some time for exercise. So just so you know, I try to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I don't always succeed, but for the most part, I try to get up at 4:30 in the morning and take an hour for exercise, 4:30 to 5:30, and then 5:30 I get ready for the day. You know, take the shower, um, take care of a few things that I know I'm going to need ahead of time in the course of the day. And then 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock, I have an hour of adoration where I get to pray before the Blessed Lord and in the Eucharist. And at 7 o'clock, Father Aaron and I pray our morning prayer from the Liturgy of the Hours together. And then basically like 7:15, more or less, I get to eat some breakfast, and then I get to go off and celebrate the Mass. So it's a rich way to start the day. It's such a beautiful way to start the day. And I think if I had a day to myself and I could just plan it out accordingly, that's how I'd start it. And if I was just on my own and not in a particular way, like having anything else to do for the rest of the day, I'd probably want to celebrate Mass right away, because it's just such a beautiful way to begin my day, to be able to do that and to be able to have Jesus present there and to be able to receive him in the Eucharist, not just adoring him in the morning, but then being able to receive him myself. Pretty much after that, it doesn't really matter what I do for the rest of the day on some level, because my day is just already so rich and so full. But it's only 8:30 at that point in the morning, and so my day is still young. And I think if I was to just have a fun day, a beautiful day, probably what I would do is spend a couple of hours, like, I've already done my exercise and stuff, so probably just a couple of hours, like, having some kind of quiet activity to myself. I might read a book. I might try to write something. Um, but then at some point, I would spend some time with some family members of mine, because I think that's just something that brings me a lot of joy. And then at some point in the day, I would probably try to spend some time with a family in the parish somewhere, somebody, you know, because that also brings me a lot of joy. So if I were to just pick what I would do in the course of the day, you know, setting aside meetings and other things, I mean, honestly, that's probably what I would do right there. I don't really, because I'm far enough away from my family, it's kind of hard for me to do the meeting up with one of my family members and stuff in a given day here at the parishes. But most of those other things I actually do get to do every day. So it's just a joy. It's a joy for me. I think those are the things I would do. Yeah. I would love to go that couple of hours where I have time to myself, either read, write. If it's beautiful outside, like if the weather's great outside, then go for a walk, like out in the woods somewhere. Like I used to do that all the time when I was growing up. I just go for these long walks. I go down by the creek and just sit there. You go out to the edge of the woods and you watch either the sun rise in the morning or the sun set at night. So beautiful. But if I'm picking all the conditions of the day, there's no mosquitoes either, because there's a lot of mosquitoes on the farm. But yeah, I think that would be a beautiful day. And I think maybe some kind of I don't know, some kind of a youth event. I love to do stuff with the youth as well. So like maybe dodgeball or laser tag or something. I mean, the crazy thing is, like, I actually have days like this, other than maybe visiting my family. I have days like this where I get to do all of those things except my family visit in the course of a day, which is cool. Usually there's a few other things that are sprinkled in there that are that weigh upon the heart a little bit more as well, but it's a beautiful balance of so many good things. So I mean, I love my life as a priest. And so like there's I get to do these kinds of things a lot. So praise God. And I hope you guys have a blessed day today. Please continue to keep us in your prayers. Thanks be to God, Father Aaron made it home safely. And I hope that you have a blessed day. And let's keep one another in prayer. All right. Goodbye.